All right. Welcome to another episode of What's Happening with the Hamiltons. I'm Kim Hamilton, and this is my better half,
Keith Hamilton.
Yes. So, music. Let's talk a little bit about some music. Yeah. So we went to a concert yesterday, that our boys put on. What do you think? What did you think about the music, and or give a little background on the type of music that they were?
They did a little jazz, and they did a lot of original music. Really enjoyed it. They're very talented kids. Love it. The thing with music is whatever mood you're in. That's what I always thought about music. You know, you play music for yourself, for whatever mood you're in, however you want to feel or what you're feeling. You know, that's the way I've always looked at music.
So, just to reminisce a little bit, I do believe the other day we were in the car, and remember we were listening to music, and you said. You made the comment, music is just not like it was, you know, when we were coming up because of the lyrics. Right. I think mainly it was because of the lyrics, correct?
Yeah, but you see, and we're about to date ourselves here. When we came up, music was more about, you know, I love you, you love me, I love her. You know, how can I get with her?
Me and begging.
Yeah, right. Me and. Oh, how can I get with that woman? But
miss you.
Today it's not like that. It's like, well, you know what I said.
Yeah, we got a few choice words in there. So we got a few choice words.
You know, girl ain't this. Girl should be. And I'm like, okay.
But it's not not the men though. The women will do that.
Exactly. And the women, the women sing the songs the same way. You know, I got them hooked on this and all this kind of stuff. And you're like,
you know, Memphis has a lot of talent. There's a lot of talent that's come out of Memphis. If I start naming names, I'm forgive me. I'm old. Don't mean to. I'm just saying, but I know we've had like Yo Gotti, they love. Project Pat, they've loved. I know right now one of the hottest things in Memphis is Glorilla, and I actually I'm serious. I just actually like that. I like her music. I like her lyrics, even though they are kind of out there, so to speak. But I think that I just know that Memphis has a lot of talent. But I was saying that to say, you know, and I know the language that they use. Do you think that the music here has an effect on our culture, or a positive effect, a negative effect? You know.
You know, me personally, I don't have a problem with the lyrics, no matter how harsh they may be or what they're talking about, because I think the lyrics kind of reflected the times and the situations that our youth are in right
Absolutely.
now.
I can agree
so
with
I
that.
really have no problem with the lyrics. I know sometimes, like, you know, not even that hard. I really don't, because again, I've always thought of music is you play music according to how you're feeling, what you're going through. Now, as far as it having effect on our kids or our culture, I think the music is the culture, and the music is just reflecting what is going on in the world today, because. What do people sing about? They sing about what they know.
They
sing about what they know about. They sing about what they're going through. That has always been the case in any era.
Same thing with the blues, because you know we have B.B. King.
Same thing with blues.
You know, we're known for Elvis Presley, and I love Elvis too.
I'm a blues person.
Yeah, you are a blues person.
So it's
Al Green's here,
right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, as far as music affecting our kids, I always go back to say that has a lot to do with parenting. And when we know better, we do better.
Yeah.
So, take our kids, for example. Now, they listen to every genre of music. Everything from hardcore rap to
gospel. They love blues. Country. They love jazz. They love country.
Right.
Pop. All of it. R&B. Every bit of it.
No, exactly. Now, I think that the music just with them pretty much just gave them different options because now our kids, our boys anyway, they're musicians. They play 100 instruments, they DJ and they write, compose, and do all that kind of stuff. So it would be terrible to keep any type of music away from them, or try to restrict them on what they can listen to.
Well, I do. Just for clarity's sake, I do think you have to have some boundaries on some of the music that has the warning labels on them with the explicit music.
Age appropriate.
Yeah, I do think that they should listen to age appropriate music, depending on.
And again, when of course, if your child is not ready for those type of lyrics, and you should know your children, or they have questions about a lot of things. Mm-hmm. Then of course, you should always watch what they listen to.
Do you feel like we ever had to police our kids' music? Was there a time where we had to police, what they were listening to, so to speak?
I believe. Well, I know what we did was when they were really young. They didn't listen to, F you.
I don't think that, in fairness, I don't think there was a lot of it. Well, I think there's more of it today. I just don't think there was a lot of it.
They kind of grew up, and when they became of age or whatever, they could listen to it. But, it was a little bit of it. And the lyrics, there were some quote unquote, what you might call bad lyrics, but and we kind of shielded them from a lot of little stuff. But when they got, when they became teenagers, they could pretty much listen to what they want to, but it didn't change what we expected of them, and it didn't change what we required of them. So, it's like, don't let this, kind of like, don't let the music affect who you are, or who you're trying to become.
Yeah. I don't know if we necessarily had to have that conversation with them. I agree with you that for us, it was just what was age appropriate, right? At the time, just limiting the exposure to the negative lyrics, until they were able to, just be able to tell the difference from this is just from reality, from listening to the music. So
I guess the first thing they got to do,
fantasy to reality.
They got to be able to understand what they're listening to.
Yeah,
they have to be able to understand the lyrics and what they're saying. So
yeah, keep going.
So if they don't understand what the artists are saying, then hey, maybe they shouldn't be listening to it.
Well, let's go back a little bit to the music we had when we were growing up. We had a lot of. For me, my favorite artist was always Michael Jackson. Still is. I listened to a lot of his music. And so, what were some of your favorite artists growing up?
I guess a lot of people might find it strange, but my favorite artists have always been Johnny Taylor. My favorite artist has always been Johnny Taylor.
What about his music attracts? What attracts you to his music? What do you think it is?
It was a lot of a lot of his music was I love you, trying to be with you, something going wrong with my relationship type thing, Right. Then, of course you had the other stuff, with these last $2 and, stop dogging me around. And,
which is still very popular today among blues lovers. JT is it.
This, do you guys think that music tries to communicate as much of a message as, like, say, the Johnny Taylor songs were communicating? It sounds like those songs were communicating something. Do you guys think that people are trying to communicate with the audience through their music?
Of course. I believe that they are letting you know. I think a lot of the artists today, even how rough the music is or whatever, they're just letting you know, hey, this is what I went through. I think music is an outlet. It's therapy for a lot of people. If I remember when my mom passed, and if I was feeling low or bad, I could always put on something jovial or something that had a good beat to it to kind of uplift my spirits. I think music is very, very necessary.
Yeah, because you can use music, and music can be used rather to change your emotional state.
Yeah,
make you sad to happy, or happy to sad.
Yeah,
or extenuate something that you're going through. You know how, you having problems with your significant other, and, you probably notice that a lot of, you listen to these love songs and, sad love songs, until you come out of that funk,
Mm-hmm. So, do you feel like God has ever told you? I know we're pretty Christian-based people. So, and do you ever feel like God is telling you to not listen to a certain type of music? Or do you ever feel the need to, like, oh, I'm just not going to listen to that today because it has so many explicit lyrics in it? Or do you ever, let me ask, because I know you like what I like to call it hardcore rap, and I don't want to start naming artists that you listen to, because I'm not trying to bash anybody's music, because I do listen to their music, but I like to go find the clean version of it.
Well, see,
most of the time.
Now, if I'm going to listen to music, rap, and I do listen to some rap, like you said, and first of all, what probably attracted me to that song was probably not the lyrics. I guarantee it was probably the beat.
Mm-hmm.
It was probably the beat. It was probably that groove, boom, 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 boom. And
well, let me stop you there and be honest, because I can't tell. Because when we're in the car and you're listening, you're like, y'all, you get into those lyrics now. So the beat puts you into the music.
No, right.
Puts you. Okay.
I was attracted to the music because of the beat, and because they have hardcore raps and whatever, that's just part of that piece of music. Because think about it is, whether it's hardcore rap or Johnny Taylor, blues, whatever, the music that I like, or the songs I like, they're always telling a story. Okay. They're always telling a story about something that happened.
Yeah. And blues mostly does that.
Right. So
country does that as well, though.
That's true. And I love country also. Mm-hmm. But so if I'm listening to hardcore rap, it's they're telling the story.
So did you answer the question? Did you ever feel like God is telling you when you're listening to those not to listen to something?
No, I try not to.
You don't feel guilty or bad about on Sunday morning going down the street bumping your Cardi B?
Well, the short answer to that is no. The short answer to that is no. And I know people gonna say, "Oh, you should reserve Sunday for the Lord."
Oh, you
reserve Sunday for the Lord. And
so you'll listen to the music any day of the week, just whenever you feel like it. So
whenever I feel like,
there's no.
To be honest,
there's no guilt about it's Sunday. And
no, I don't. Well, first of all, I don't live my life in regret, and I don't live my life feeling guilty about the things that I do, because I'm always trying to be intentional about what I'm doing, whatever day of the week it is. Mm-hmm. Now, Sundays, rap music. If I'm in the mood for rap music or hardcore, I'm going to listen to it. And because on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, guess what? Sometimes I'm in the music for gospel. and so I'll listen to gospel. It may be all day that Tuesday. Well, people say, well, how often does it happen? All the time. All the time.
Well, I think I'm quite the opposite. I think sometimes I do. I guess growing up in the South, growing up in Memphis, in the Bible Belt, some days I'm like, it's kind of reserved for the Lord. And I'm like, I don't, even though I want to hear that, I may not play that just because, but I get it. I'm not trying to be a hypocrite or whatever. I can listen. I can't listen to it on Sunday, but I can listen to it, Monday through Saturday or something like that. But I'm fleshy. I'm not. I don't profess to be perfect. I just profess to be a Christian. I know I don't. I may not have it all right. As a matter of fact, I know I don't.
And that's the reason why I do listen to it on Sunday, because I know he ain't finished with me yet. And
so we're leaving church on Sunday.
Well,
and you don't feel bad about jumping in the car and saying, "Hey, I want to hear."
And now take leaving church. Well, actually, when I'm leaving the church,
or any day, Wednesdays when we
right now, I'm never in the mood for rap music when I'm leaving the church, because I'm feeling
churchy.
So I'm probably gonna listen to some church music. You see, so because remember what I said. Now, I think music is how you're feeling at that moment. What's going on with you? And when I'm leaving church, I'm usually got a good vibe and good feeling about the Lord, and I want more of it. Okay. Sometimes during the week, after work, I may not be feeling churchy because I had a bad day.
Start dealing with the world and go out and do what I call
start dealing with the world.
Peopling, like I say.
So I might want to say, this is my year. Right, or danger.
Watch yourself. It would be hard for me to say I do, because I think my age group, and that's who mostly of my coworkers are, we listen to it all. Some days we'll come in and it's Gospel Friday, or you'll go in on Tuesday and like Dad said, we're listening to R&B, or Thursday, we're listening to some rap songs at work. So
now, as far as the people that are,
and I don't think it changes their personality.
I think what happens is that you gravitate toward the people that are kind of like you. So my friends listen to everything, and for the most part, from what I know, no matter what the day of the week is, and I don't know how they feel personally about listening to rap on Sundays and so on and so forth. But I know that they listen to a lot of different types of music, and I know most of them do prefer the hardcore versions or the uncut version, however you want to put it. Honestly, I don't think that it changes them or put them in a way. I think in a sense, that's just what they like, because some people do get turned off by the lyrics of a lot of the music and stuff like that. And then there's others, I do believe, that puts on a facade. So heavenly bound that they're no earthly good, but that's just who they are. People just who they are. And sometimes music can project or show you who they are, or sometimes people use it to hide behind. You know who they are.
Yeah. So I guess, just to tie it all back in and just to, take it back from the top, that music is very, very important.
Yes.
It does a lot for a lot of us. I just can't even, it's just a universal language, so to speak. Music keeps, like the cliche, makes the world go round. But music is very, very important. I can't imagine my world without it. Like I said, I love all the different genres of music, respect them all. I think it's good for our culture. If you even think about different cultures, you got, Bollywood and all of the other, types of music, German music, all of the types. It's just worldwide. So, now I think that once you listen to different types of music, do people have preferences? Yes. They will get preferences. Yes. But hey, guys, this was a good talk. Love it. Like I say, love all types of music. It helps. It's a form of communication. Helps us all.
So what are your thoughts
in this
on
world?
Music? So I guess we would ask the audience.
So for now, everybody stay amazing, and this is what's happening with the Hamiltons.
This is what's happening with the Hamiltons.